Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Oh, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Wants to fire on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running toward the tape. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Makes his connection. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! Lining up for the PAT.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Houston Cougars offense will get the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback will audible. On second down, looking again to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he's...
And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Houston offense once again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
GB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going up top on first down. quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. On the run, still looking. Got his man all by himself. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. Smashes ahead. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on second down. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Hurricanes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll fire. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much worse as the defender was right there. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's high. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to half.
Touchdown, Miami! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The offense set for a first down play. Got the quick completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Grabbed behind the line, it's Henry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Makes his man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's going to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Canes in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He's going to pass. And the quick shuffle pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one.
And the Canes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Houston will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after him, looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Kane! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Miami 42, Houston 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They're bringing heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to get to it.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot, but they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wants to go up top. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That keeps the score. Miami 48, Houston 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Get it out on the screen. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Pulls it and fires to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. They'll throw it on first down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Throws to the wideout. It's caught.
Well, this offense is good.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Houston will be forced to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Line gets set, first down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. He'll pull it down. At the 15, he's loose. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The Canes have pushed it inside the 20. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. And the punishment has been extended. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Miami 62, Houston 3.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when the guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Miami! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped for getting the first down. The aerial assault continues. A little release to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The give and tick, 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 tick. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the...
Oh, look out. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Miami 75, Houston 3.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the...
Brings it in down the left side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
And that's a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Of 13.
First and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and then a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Getting some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they